And then that's why the steel prices went up in 2021. It's a basic supply and demand thing.
Yeah.
We don't have demand right now, but we have plenty of supply. So in 2020, the prices were inexpensive. But then when people started back to work and everything, they didn't have the machines up and running, the labor back in place. So that's why the cost went up, because the demand got high and supply was low. Just basic economics.
Yeah.
So I knew eventually it was going to come down, right? It just took almost a year for the prices to slowly get back down. And now we're kind of back to where we were. We're not where we were, like, specifically, but I think we're probably 15% higher than we were in 2020, which is, we can work with that, right? No big deal. It's unfortunately going to go on to the consumers, and they're going to pay for it if they want it. So there's just no other choice. The manufacturers can't pay for it because then they'd be out of business. Nothing would happen. It just has to it just kind of rolls down to the consumer. So what do I see happening? For me, I don't think much is going to change, to be honest. I mean, I already have the pricing the way it is. It's either going to come down or it's going to stay the same or go up a tiny bit. It's not going to go. I don't think the steel is going to get too much because I'm already using U.S. steel, U.S. manufacturers. So it's all the same at the end of the day. But if you're overseas, which, I mean, there are some things you have to make overseas, right? It's almost impossible to make them here at this time. You still have to get raw material from overseas in some cases. Not for anything that we make. The only thing that we do is the bumper plates because nobody can make it here. That's the only thing. If we made it here, we could, but it's going to be like $9 a pound. And unfortunately, no one's going to buy that. Nobody's going to spend $1,000 on a 45-pound pair of plate. Probably not. So, so that's the only downfall there. And I really wish I could make them here. And it's unfortunate, but you got to go with the market too, right? The market demands what they demand. So what do you do in a business, right? I have my philosophies, but at the same time, I have to continue to grow and help customers out that want to be there. So that's the only product we don't make here, unfortunately, but everything else here. But yeah, so I don't really see too much happening. Like, again, for me, now it's going to affect other people. It's going to do other things.
Certainly.
The manufacturing, I think, has already been coming back slowly. I think that, as many people may disagree or agree, the pandemic was not the best thing, but it was a great thing for manufacturers and understand, oh crap, we need supply chain here right now. We don't want this to happen again. And it's not, I mean, you couldn't change it overnight, but I mean, we're getting some of the stuff back where, I mean, plants and manufacturing facilities can take years to build. So it's slowly getting to that point.